Representative Lee Terry from Nebraska is well known as a Republican who believes in free markets, and he thinks minimum wage doesn't have a lot of love for it. In fact, in March of 2013, Terry joined Republicans in unanimously voting against a Democratic bill that would have raised the federal minimum wage. Okay, that makes sense. Guys against raising the minimum wage. Hey, bum, go work a little bit more. You want more money? Work more hours, okay? Now, how much does Representative Terry get? Oh, look at that. He gets $174,000. Interesting. The guy he's running against, Democratic challenger State Senator Brad Ashford, had an interesting suggestion. He said, well, since Congress isn't doing much, which is very true, why don't we agree to voluntarily take a 10% pay cut if either one of us wins? And he says, I'll do. The Democrat in this case, Brad Ashford, said, I'll do it if I win. Now, are you going to do it? You're going to be shocked to find out that Representative Terry was not interested in that. He said, what he's not telling you is that Congress hasn't had a cost of living increase since 2008, when I led the charge for a freeze. In other words, hey man, I haven't gotten a raise since 2008, and I'm only making $174,000 a year. No, I'm not going to take your offer of cutting my pay by 10%. No, cutting pay is for poor people and middle-class people. It's not for rich congressmen like us. No, I got no interest in that. So this guy with a straight face says, you're making minimum wage? That might be too much. I'm certainly not going to give you anything more. But me, well, of course I'm not going to take a pay cut. In fact, I can't believe I haven't had a raise since 2008, which he then says is because of him. Doesn't sound like it. Now, more on this, because this is really interesting. During last year's federal government shutdown, that same congressman was forced to apologize for refusing to give up his $174,000 congressional salary, as many lawmakers did. Now, the government was shut down. He's from the party that shut it down. And a lot of people in Congress said, well, since we're shut down and we're not doing anything, and it's our fault as politicians for not being able to agree, we're not going to take our salary. He's like, me? And he's like, no, man, I'm taking the salary. I'm working really hard. No, you're literally not working. So when they asked him about that, he said at the time, you know what? I've got a nice house and a kid in college. And I tell you, we cannot handle it. Giving our paycheck away when you still worked and earned it, that's just not going to fly. Oh, I'm sorry. Were we interrupting your nice house and your kids and their college education? You're the one who shut the government down. You literally weren't working. So he believes that he should keep all $174,000 of that, even if he caused himself to not be working. But if you're working your ass off trying to get minimum wage, that's it, man. Nope, not a penny more. All the compassion for himself and his nice house, none of the compassion for you.